I can't explain. Weezy, let me know. Good evening. They know my story. Hi, Ife. Perfect touch. Good evening, everyone. It's the grand finale. Hi, Chawe. Grand finale, yeah. Them they pray for blessing. Hi Bello, hi Chawe. Trust you had a good day. My people them they pray for blessing. You know how we do. For better living. Yes, Sandra. Kilo. Birthday boy. Shout out to Shell. Happy birthday, bro. Alright, let's click on the share button. Let's go, people. I am feeling good tonight. This thing got me thanking God for life. Oh, I can't explain. Alright guys, let's click on the share button. Hope y'all had a good day today. Today's the grand finale, guys. Mr. Sugar, I see you. This thing got me thanking God for life. Season 2 loading. Oh yes, my brother. I can't explain. Alright, let's click on the share button. Let's share this video. Let's share in our networks. They know my story. From Old Dog Studio, I be hustling to run. A bit of music, you know how we do. Let's relax a bit before we get into it. I am feeling good tonight. Alright, let's go, people. Let's let people know we're online. I can't explain. I can't explain. Trust you guys are doing well, keeping safe. This thing got me thanking God for life. I can't explain. Yes, shout out to Shell. Happy birthday. Alright people, let's go. Let's share. Today is a big day. Alright pips. Okay. How you guys doing? What has been your experience? Omo Tokme, I see you. Thanks for joining. This song is dedicated to y'all who've joined every single day. I know my story. From Old Dog Studio, I be hustling tonight. Alright guys, let's share this network. Let's share through our network. Let's get going, people. We been hustling my people suffer. Them they pray for blessing. Alright, let me know what you think of season 1. What has your experience been? Let's communicate. Let me know in the comment box what you feel. Do we need a season 2, guys? I am feeling good tonight. PB, Nee, I see you. Nee, I see you. Thanks for always joining, guys. It's been a blast this last 10 days. We're going into the season finale today. Let me know what you guys think in the comment box. Season 2 is a definite go. Alright, very enlightening series. Interesting. Alright, let's share this to our network. Let them know we're on here. Wonderful series. Fantastic. Today is the question day. Today is the question and answer day. Trust y'all had a good day. So please, guys, begin to load your questions, because guess what? I'm bringing back almost all of the guys who have spoken all through the series. They're going to be here tonight. So please, it's a question and answer session today. So please, lock and load. Okay, I'm guessing that's a season 2. Thumbs up for season 2. So let's get some constructive feedback on season 1. What have you thought about it? What should we improve? You know, yeah, let's get some feedback whilst we'll wait another 2 minutes and we go. Are you feeling good tonight? This thing got me thanking God for life. I can't explain it. Alright, meanwhile, let's share to our network. Let's let them know something is about to go down here. Alright, baby. So like I said, we are having the utmost privilege of bringing back 80% of every single speaker who has spoken on this series. Isn't that beautiful? So please get your questions ready. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share. Let's share. As I bring on the first caller, the first speaker today. So, y'all know how we do. This is the Hustle series. It's been a blast. Trust me, I'm so excited. Today, I started having a bit of withdrawal symptoms like, yo, it's actually season 1 is rolling in. But guess what? Season 2 is loading. But for today, I just thought, what better way do we go if we call it a season finale, other than, you know, to kind of bring a reunion spirit into the building. So for y'all who have missed one session or the other, guess what? I've got all the speakers in the house, save for 2, but we've got 80% of them in the house. And guess what? It's going to be a 2-hour packed meeting today. So each of the speakers are going to be having a 20-minute slot to listen to you, to answer your questions, and then just to have a final go before we pull the curtain on season 1, ladies and gentlemen. How interesting is that? Okay, so we have a long evening, so let's get to it. But meanwhile, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get the numbers up. Okay, let them know that it didn't end yesterday, we're on today. So ladies and gentlemen, I am going to bring in the first person to speak to us today. No other. This gentleman literally spoke to us last Sunday and he brought the house down. My phone went on fire immediately finished because everyone was like, I need to meet this guy. I need to meet this guy. So, ladies and gentlemen, for a second time coming, join me in welcoming the one and only Mr. Sugar. I call him Mr. Sugar, but his name is Sam Adeshoga. So, give me 1 minute. Let me try to bring him in, and then we'll go from there. This always happens all the time. All right, Mr. Sugar. You know, it just always has to show itself in terms of... 1 second, guys. Okay. All right, just a bit of technical A bit of technical. Okay, Ronke is in the building. Our first speaker is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Please let me bring her in as I go. Ronke Odewumi. She spoke to us last Monday and she brought the house down. So we're gonna start with Ronke, then we go down the line, and then we'll be able to pick from. I don't even know where my list is anymore. All right, I'm just waiting for it to connect. Hi, Ronke.
Hi.
Hi. Can you switch your camera just so it's facing you, and then we'll be able to see you?
I can't see myself, so I don't know what you're looking at.
Oh no, we can't see you yet. So if you switch your camera to face you instead of
I have.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, I don't know what happened right there. Oh my god. I don't know what happened right there. Okay, guys. Shame to bad people. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. All right. Whatever happens, we will talk. Nothing they have.
Sure.
So I don't know where. I know you kept going and going. I can't tell you even where I stopped or not stopped. But what I can get from you, from what you're saying, is you've now become very street smart.
Yes.
Taking your experience, it's made you understand how to work smarter within harnessing local competence.
Yes.
And then you going back to where your strength is, which is in data, and then being able to keep that overview.
Yes.
What you're saying feels like what a whole lot of business people or entrepreneurs face, because you want to make the business a success, and then your head is always down, and you never get the opportunity to step back and kind of see everything from an overview point, and then make decisions based on that. So that's what I see from you. And if you were going to advise based on what you know now, because some people will say that, guys, you're welcome back. So please, sorry, that was just a network piece. So please throw in your questions as we go on. Yeah. So some people struggle and say that working with family, some people have had bad experiences that way. Some people are like, if you're going to do business, it's difficult. How have you been able to keep it 100 in terms of a business when you speak to your nephew or your family, when you want to be serious, or how do you draw those lines or define those lines?
I don't know. And this is where knowing the people you work with matters. So there's a particular staff, the longest staff that I have on the payroll of the other company has been working with us for the last 7 years continuously. Like, I've never had any. So it's not just family. Even dealing with ordinary people, there could be potential. Yeah, family becomes, there's a lot of complexity around family. But when you're going into business, it's anybody. Anyone, even your brother can actually stab you in the back. Things can happen. I don't want to be too negative, but things can happen. So this is where choosing the right set of partners and your inner circle really matters. I have been blessed. Let me put it that way. My nephew, there's no signed contract, but of course everything is documented under CAC. He knows how much he owns. He knows how much his friends own. Everything is documented black and white. I mean, we have that agreement. But the other company is not being run by my nephew. It's being run by somebody that used to work for us. And there is an agreement. You do this, you do that. I get this certain cut. And everybody. I mean, there has to be a written agreement, black and white. This is what you need to deliver. This is what I need to do. This is your cut. This is my cut. And if that is done, I don't think that should be a problem. Though I still have family, other family members that I try to invest in their business. and they just absconded, they just disappeared. You will still have one of those odd, crazy people, but ultimately, um, doing trusting and believing that your spirit is right, or what your discernment spirit,
Yes.
this for Christians, or your just trusting your inner call sometimes is
Yeah.
actually very useful, that this guy is trustworthy. And you might get burnt, but it's still part of the learning process.
So, one thing that came out of your story, a lot of those, when you told it the first time, is you're just like a spring. whichever way life compresses you, you just blow up again and all of that. So, two questions is this your final bus stop in terms of opening up channels, hustle channels, or not? Okay, that's a no.
No.
So what next after this?
There is something in the pipeline. I can't say too much now, but this is for UK market. So I have done a lot of 1 or 2 investments in Nigeria, and I know the stress. But now I'm looking at the UK market. What can we bring? What can I, now that I've seen the value of data and how data can be used to drive so many decisions, even the little decisions that we make in our homes. You know, what do we buy? What car do we buy? How much do we save if we buy this car? If we don't buy that car? How much? Those kind of and that's one of the things that I'm looking at now. But of course, this time around, I'm because it's UK market, because it's heavily regulated, because you need a lot of funds, I'm taking my time. I'm doing my proper due diligence before I launch. But of course, that's not the last thing.
All right.
And this one again is going to be driven by AI, and it's going to be driven by data.
Fantastic. So you've kind of drawn a line between what you do today and your hustle.
Yes.
So at what point will a side hustle then become a main hustle for you?
I love what I do. So as long as I can keep on doing what I do, as long as it's related to that artificial intelligence, machine learning, and as long as even it doesn't have those, it just has data with it, and it can pay my bills, it can do everything that I need to do. Even if it can't really pay my bills, but at least can pay a certain percentage, and maybe the other incomes can top it up. Listen, I'll send an email to my boss that see you later. I'm gone.
All right. So the numbers has to make sense.
The numbers has to make sense. I think for every hustle journey, the goal is not really the money. The goal is to solve a problem.
Yes.
Is to bring a solution to somebody's problem, a day-to-day problem.
Yes.
As long as you are hitting that and you're doing that, and you are comfortable doing that, it's not as if you are killing yourself while you're solving another person's problem.
Yes.
We're good. So if I can solve your problem, and if I'm comfortable, if I'm okay, if I can pay my bills to a certain degree, we're good.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So one last advice to the young you who is also like a spring, who is trying to define, where do I even go from here? What would you advise? He has all of these things. He's trying to survive, but he also has an entrepreneurial spirit, just like you. He's constantly looking for opportunities. But what would your advice be to that kind of person?
So this advice would go to people that are listening to me that live in UK and people that are in Lagos. Yes. Coming from Lagos with a very ambitious, I was very exuberant. I just believe that, faith, just hear the word and go. Everything else is irrelevant. Once you receive that revelation, just disappear with it. You are good. Now that has its place, but also due diligence matters. And I think the church that I attended, we both know the place that I attended for a while, taught me a lot about due diligence. But still, even with that, I still didn't harness all that, doing your facts right, planning. My advice to my younger self is before you blow that 34K, right? Maybe to be wise for you to just go to Nigeria for like 3-4 months. Just check out the competition, check out what they're offering, study them very well. Hey, once you've done that, then hammer. Another thing that I learned after the 34K experience, is iterative and incremental. So the people that are in the house who are very good with agile, and you will know what I'm talking about. So you do something iteratively, something you can start small. But can still bring money in. But with the intention of that small money that is bringing in, you can then increase it bit by bit, bit by bit. So this new company that we started from, me now, and just the person one of the guys that spoke on your platform said something that's very crucial. That entrepreneurs were very passionate. We had the idea, and next thing, bam, 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 want to throw money at it. But it's always good to have your inner circles. That's where your inner circle comes in. Your board of directors, your friends, and your partners. Somebody to actually hold you back, to say, guy, calm down. So one of the things that we did in this new company is we're doing it in an iterative manner, but incremental. So the first stage, so my idea was to go big bang approach. Then my nephew said, you know what, bros, let's do it. Let's test it out in 3 phases. We do this first stage. We are making, even if it's 20 naira per unit, we're making something. Then once we gain enough market share, we can then move it to the next phase. Then at least, that first stage, how much is it going to cost us? It was probably going to cost us 10% of the original budget. 10%. So imagine the first stage was going to cost us 10%, and with that 10%, at least we're making money. It's not a lot, but it's something that's trickling in. Then once we're comfortable, we have there's a brand presence, we are delivering, we have customers, then we can move it to the next phase. Then we can then move it to the final phase that I was thinking about originally. So that would be the advice that I've given myself now, that okay, Mayo, calm down. Don't just go on the big bang 34K approach. Do it small. 2K here. Let that 2K bring money, then increase it to 5K. Then 5K, then
Somebody said only do business in your late 30s or early 40s. You'll be a whole lot more wiser. Well, real quick on that question, would we say that a fault of that is social media, or because our parents, they seem to have learned the lesson of patience, but our generation, would we say it's social media, or the fact that we want quick gratification? We just, once we start the business today, we can already see ourselves in that Bentley, and this question is not for you. I'm just saying that for our generation, both the younger part of the spectrum and the older part. How do we get back to a place of understanding that patience is key?
I think when we have more conversations like this, more open conversations like this, where, like I said the first time, we're not used to talking about our failures. We're used to actually broadcast the success, the cars, the house. We don't, when would Dangote come out and tell you how much he lost or how much is currently owing? And that should be part of the conversation, that before I got here, I actually lost a lot of money. The more we do that, the more we tell our nephews and the young ones coming behind us that, look, sometimes the fact that you have the money doesn't mean you should spend it. You can actually do a little bit more planning and don't do the mistake that Uncle Mayo did. That kind of a thing. That's more when we have more conversation, because there's a lot of things put together. Yes, the social media is driving a lot of a lot of people doing a lot of stupid stuff. Also, the peer pressure around us is also driving a lot of people to do crazy stuff. But when we have more of this conversation, we're more open.
Yes.
I think hypocrisy is in our culture. You know, just that competition. Yoruba people say, okay, then let me say.
Say it to you. Don't worry, just say it. I'll translate.
It's just a very it's like it's an DNA of we presenting what is not.
Yes.
You know, and the fact of the matter is the horse is real. You know, so we need to have more of these conversations.
Yes.
We need to actually tell our truth, our children the truth. I mean, there's so many uncles that I know that they drive Rolls Royce and trust the bio. I don't know what they do. Like, uncle, where did you get the money? I don't know what they do. And we need to be able to ask those questions on a daily basis.
Wow. My uncle, you're a guy that you don't only hit hard, you hit right. And you've done it again. So you have dropped so many gems in 20 minutes. And I think one thing that is key about what you've said is conversations like this need to happen.
Yes.
So from you, I'm hearing that the season 2 of this will be in line. You know, just before that that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. So, but I want to first of all appreciate your vulnerability and your openness to discuss these issues, because it's easy to paint, it's easy to paint a very funky story, and keep that perception of being cool. But thanks for being very real. Thanks for being very practical in terms of your experiences, and then what your advice is.
Yeah.
Which is patience. Somebody said our parents, they learned too much patience that they never made a move. So it's about finding
the right balance.
About finding the right balance, and I think that's a continual thing. Even at 60 or 70, you're still finding that balance. Even though you've had successes. So from the Hustle Republic, all we can wish you, since you're a hustle springing everywhere, we can only wish you mad success in everything you lay your hands on and you continue to do. Thanks for taking the time out to speak to us. We're going to be back in season 2, slightly bigger. So we'll be coming back for you, because I know that there'll be more stories to tell. So between now and then, please, on your name, the next time anybody calls your name, tell them to put CHH after your name. So your name is Mr. Mayokun Oyeshiku, CHH, a certified hustle hero. From the Hustle Republic. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Mayokun. We're going to go to the next speaker now, but thanks for sharing with us as always, and thanks for giving us your time this evening. Mad love, guy. Mad love.
Thanks, Bio. Thank you, guys.
All right, then. Keep listening, and we'll talk later. Take care. All right, guys. So that's Mayokun. He was the very first caller on the first day of season 1. But guess what? We go on again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to welcome an Amazon lady into the building. She spoke to us last week, Wednesday, and she brought the house down. So ladies and gentlemen, if you can find your hands, please drum roll as I bring in Victoria Tunde to come grace us one more time. Please let Mr. Sugar, please start getting ready. I can't find you online, that's why. So,
hey everyone, how are you?
How you doing? Wow.
Not bad.
Wow. This hustle and slay thing going on. I don't know how you guys do it.
Only when I'm live.
Oh my
Otherwise,
God.
it's not happening.
Oh my God. So let me first of all say that, Victoria, after your session the other day, somebody reached out to me, and all she said was, she just kept saying, wow. And like, I said, why? She said, you were so deep and you were so open that naturally she didn't expect that.
Okay.
People know how to tell, the facade social media story. And at some point, I think she had gone to think slightly to yours, and then she could, but the crux of it was she related with your story so badly.
Oh,
So
wow.
using badly in a good term.
No, I know.
Yeah, so
No.
in fact, people have been clamoring, you need to bring it back, you need to bring it back. So when we were trying to do a finale, I thought, you know what? Let's bring everybody back. Let's have a
Thank
reunion.
you. Thank you.
So thank you for joining up again. We've got 20. I know you run a very busy life, so we've got